Hello, this is Mike Lee. You're live on Radar Radio.
How you doing? This is Mike.
Big Mike. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, brother.
Hey, man, it's great. It's an honor to have. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you call us today. We just wanted to make sure we get you guys in and have a little bit of fun and ask some questions. And we love what you guys are doing with KOD.
Most definitely. Appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely, man. So I'll jump right in. You got 20 years in the music business. B. Mike Rob Management, 7 years with UGMX Development Studios, Stay Ready Radio, a platform for indie artists like us here at Radar Radio, and now KOD, Keep On Dancing World Cup 2016. So, Mike, you are the busiest man in Hollywood right now.
I guess you could say that to a certain degree, but it took a minute to get there, though.
Well, man, that's a lot. So, as I have explained to my folks here, and if you could explain as well, this is like the Olympics of dance, right?
Most definitely, yes, it is. It's what we're doing is we're pretty much giving there's a lot of dancers that's in the Hollywood area and dancers pretty much all over the world that choreographer dancers, they get paid a lot. They pretty much they have a set fee that they get paid when they're dancing for like artists like Rihanna, Beyonce, Usher, and people of that sort. Mm-hmm. But they're really, anytime you really see street dancers, it's either they're in a commercial or they'll come out and do a freestyle. So there's really no platform for them. So what we wanted to do, KOD, which stands for Keep On Dancing, is a platform that's been going on in China for the last 9 years. And they decided to bring it to the USA and to give the different countries a chance to be able to come to the USA and out of their country and possibly win $100,000. This is one of the biggest. Actually, I'm not even going to say one of them. This is the biggest platform for nobody's ever doing this, especially when it comes to independent dancers that can make $100,000. It can change their lives.
That is correct. So now, are these groups of kids who audition and they're in groups, or are these solo dancers who compete? Alone or in groups, or both?
Well, what it is that there's pretty much different categories. Their groups. Like let's talk about France, for instance. Mm-hmm. France, they went out and scouted talent in France and got the best dancers as a group of 15. And what they did is they picked the best poppers, best lockers, best b-boys, and best hip hop dancers. And what they did is they said, this is the crew that we're going to bring out. So they and also pretty much the Les Twins. I don't know if you've ever heard of Les Twins. They are the two twins that dance with. They're representing France. Yeah. So these are all the street dancers that they handpicked, and put 15 people together, and then they fly them out to the USA and get them visas, get them a place to stay for a week. And they come out and they do their thing, and they get a great experience out here in the USA.
Well, those boys are bad, so I'm going to put my money on them for right now.
I know everybody keeps saying that, too.
Those boys are bad.
I don't know. The USA and China.
I know. I was telling you that
USA and China and Korea, they're pretty dope.
I know. I was talking about Korea today. Don't sleep. So what is the process for a dancer to enter? So let's say, for instance, if I'm here in D.C., I'm a dancer, I want to get in, what would be the process for me to audition?
Well, the first thing you'd have to do is you'd have to actually see exactly, if you're in the USA, you'd have to, they did California in the USA. So people flew out to California and pretty much they registered to audition, and pretty much they handpicked them from there. So it's pretty much going to the website, to the KOD website, and it'll explain everything to you. And you pretty much register and fly out and pretty much put in that work like you're supposed to.
Okay, gotcha. So I checked out the video on YouTube today of Vlado Footwear virtual tour.
Uh-huh.
Tell me a little bit about Vlado and the relationship that it has with KOD.
Okay, so Vlado Footwear. First off,
and I'm sorry, could you pronounce that again? It's Vlado Footwear?
Vlado, yeah.
Vlado, gotcha.
VL,
okay.
yeah. Vlado Footwear, started in 2003. And it was pretty much a type of a footwear that everyone could pretty much wear. You can wear them with dress clothes, you can wear them with suits, you can wear them, they had all kind of different diversity of stylish shoes. I came on about 4 years ago, and we pretty much been hitting the market. They have I don't know if you guys ever heard of the jerkin movement, when everybody was jerking out in the California area.
Yes.
That's when Vlado pretty much made a name for themselves in the youth community and the kids community and stuff like that, because those are like the biggest jerkin shoes out. They were called Spectros.
Yeah.
So that was a huge shoe. And from there, they started evolving more and more and more, and started getting more stylish shoes and more flashy, coming with different shoes like the LED shoes that we have. And like Chris Brown wore them, Pitbull wore them, Justin Bieber wore them. I mean, pretty much almost every A-list artist you can think about has had a pair and rocked them in their videos and stuff like that. And how we came about with KOD is pretty much KOD. Vlado's been rocking with KOD for the last 9 years in China. And what happened is that when they made a decision to come to the U.S., we pretty much said, okay, let's create a shoe, and every crew will get a pair of shoes as well as their jerseys and their whole fit. So that when they're walking in and they look stylish. So we created a limited edition KOD shoe, which is the Lows from Vlado Footwear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit because this is the first annual, and since now that the whole KOD family is now the residents of Los Angeles, and we're going to do it here in the LA area as well as the U.S. area from here on. So it's going to be a good look for a lot of different artists.
That's great. And you also have your music management, because you've got 20 years in the music business. So you've got your music management company. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, well, the music management, it came about when I started a company called UGMX, which was for the youth, and it stood for Unity Gathers Many Experiences. So what we did with that, we wanted to channel the youth. We knew how many youth were inspired through music. So we wanted to create some kind of a platform for them to come in and learn how to, learn how to be a part of the music industry. And when we created that, that's what helped them out. So from there, I started doing management because I was learning as well with the youth. So I started doing the management, and on that side, it was a group started with a group called No ID. They went up to the Interscope area, and then it was. You ever heard of now you guys know them as Ray Shrimmer. They called it the out of state boys before, when we had them on our platform. Tyga worked with us and stuff. Tyga did some shows and stuff. A couple other groups, and I started managing like No ID. Another young group called New Era, which they were the number one. They had over 100,000 votes within 30 minutes on 106 in Park.
Gotcha.
And from there, it pretty much catapulted, and that's how BET pretty much. I sat with the head writer for 106 in Park, and they were amazed how many votes that we got from the West Coast, because the East Coast, when BET 106 in Park went off, it was just coming on in the West Coast.
Gotcha.
So any of those votes never counted.
Wow.
So they were shocked when they saw 100,000 votes from the West Coast. And all we did is, I do over 280 schools a year. I go talk to students. We bring in talent, and we teach the youth how to become entrepreneurs and leaders in life. So
that's great.
What I did is, with that group, we went in and said, we'll allow this group to perform. They were very popular. We said we'll allow this group to perform if you allow them to vote at 3 p.m.
That's great,
which was
man.
6 p.m. So it worked out, and then I became the executive talent scout for BET, and I've been there since.
So if a young
on the West
rapper or
Coast.
singer wanted to send you music, how could they do so?
The first thing what I would do is tell them to go to a site called Sonic Bids. That's SONICBIDS, and
Mike, if you
create
could say that one more time, just if I got people
no
listening,
problem.
they can write it down.
S as in Sam, O N as in Nancy, IC, B as in boy, I D as in dog, S.com.
Sonic Bids, you got it.
SonicBids.com. I would tell them to go there and create an EPK, electronic press kit. And that'll have a bio, that'll have all their music, that'll have all their pictures, that'll have their stage plot, their stage layout, shows that they've done, if they've done any in the past, and their music videos, if they've done any. And then what you do is you have all that in one link, and you send me that link.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be honest with you. I can't. It's very, very tough really listening and going to everybody's different SoundClouds and stuff like that. If I feel like I have to search for you, it's going to be, you're going to lose my attention. So if you have it all in one link, you'll keep my attention.
Yep, that's smart.
The one-stop shop.
Yep, one-stop shop.
Exactly.
Yep,
all in one.
You got it. So, so are there any other big projects coming up for you? And what should we be looking out for?
July. Well, let's go June. June 23rd to the 26th. I'm doing the BT Experience that's LA Live, and that's a 3-day event. That's we usually have about 100,000 people there. It's a free event that we allow everybody to come out and watch. One of the producers for the Sprite Court, where you see the celebrity basketball game, the Sprite Celebrity Basketball Game, Sprite Celebrity Slam Contest, the dance contest. We're adding a new element this year called Stomp the Court, which is Greek step teams. We also have the Coca-Cola stage. We have a lot of things going on. We have the Nickelodeon zone for the kids. I mean, it's a big family environment. So we do that that Sunday. We started that Thursday. We go to that Sunday, and that Sunday, the people that can't make it to the BET Awards or can't afford to go there, we dim all the lights in the convention center, and we put on the jumbotrons, and people get to sit there and watch the awards.
That's great, man. That's really great.
Yeah, so that's in June. July, I do a big event called the Independent Summer Classic out at Venice Beach. And what we do is, out at Venice Beach, we pretty much, it's up to about 40 independent artists that perform out on the beach. And they pretty much are, building their exposure and stuff. And that's a 3-day event as well. I do. The first day is a meet and greet for all the independent artists. And then we have a panel discussion with indie execs. And then they can ask us any questions they want because it's a meet and greet for them. That Saturday, they all perform. They all get a 7-minute set. They perform on the beach. And that Sunday, we do an independent celebrity basketball game. And so that's July 9th. And that's pretty much how that goes down. And I mean, there's all kind of different shows that I have coming up because my main thing is helping develop artists, develop talent. It's nothing against A-list artists, but I feel that there's more platforms needed for independent artists.
I agree. I'm definitely in agreement.
And they need to get educated because a lot of them are not educated, and they don't know. It's not their fault that they don't know. They're just going on what somebody else tells them.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, I tell them, I say, if you go in a room and you know everybody in that room, just know you're in the wrong room. Because you want to network.
That's it, that's
you want to always network.
Yep. Yep.
So
I agree with you. Very good. Well, Mike, I'm not going to take up much more of your time, man. I am honored to talk with you, and I just wanted to make sure we gave you guys a shout out and spend a little bit of time with you. And
most definitely, I appreciate you.
And
is it okay to give out my Instagram?
Absolutely, because that was my next question. How can people follow you?
You guys can. I'm heavily on Instagram. I mean, you guys can go to my website, which is letter B MikeRob.co. That's bmikerob.co, and you can get all my social media on there. But all my social media is B Mike Rob.
You got it. Yep, we
So
followed
Be
you
My
today.
Rob, you guys can follow. Yeah, and I followed you back, and I reposted your flyer.
Absolutely. I saw that. I
yeah.
was grateful. Thank you very much.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Well, man, it was an
Oh,
honor
yeah, it's
talking
all
to
good.
you, and I know we'll talk again. Thanks again for talking with us today, and all I can say, man, is have a great night, and thanks again.
Most definitely. You guys stay blessed, and you guys keep doing what you're doing because it's healthy. No matter what, no matter how anybody looks at it, it's healthy.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Support. We appreciate you.
You
All right.
too. Bye-bye.
All right.